Today's episode of Sliders asks a very important question. What if we valued intelligence? Pretty out there, I know. This is another episode that lightens things up a bit, like, maybe the last episode did. The world at least wasn't ending in that one, just our character's brain power was. Which, hey, makes it extra necessary for them to visit Smartworld after that. Once again, our team slides in front of a crowd of people and no one seems to care, which kind of makes it funnier when they try and duck out of a more populated area to slide. Sliders! We got sliders here! See? Nobody cares.
At least it looks like San Francisco.
Yeah, Wade, there's a good chance San Francisco will look a lot like San Francisco on a lot of these worlds. Or at least San Francisco will look like Vancouver, but you know.
Longer library hours?
Why in the hell would anyone want that? Turns out, though, that on this world, people actually do care about the sliders. They're just oblivious to people popping out of portals in front of them.
Mr. Mallory, can I get your autograph? Make it out to Sigmund.
It's Quinn and Maxie, lady. They're the sliders.
Yeah, it turns out Quinn is a star math lead on this thought-driven world. He's even got a sponsorship with Nike. I really do like the just think it slogan instead of just do it.
Nike, just think it.
It still said Nike, but it's a left-handed check mark, so it's all good or something. We see a lot of just slightly off logos on this world. One you probably just read as the real brand at first is the Einstein khaki ad for the Gap. I mean the cap. Kind of funny thing too with the Wheeze one is you can see them skirting around using actual logos sometimes too. Like this Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr one where they played for the Pittsburgh Blanks. Kinda odd too, there's two versions of this box with more stuff taken off the uniform. Then there was a Wheeze box just celebrating the Penguins' victory, so I guess it was worth putting the team logo that time. It kinda works for sliders at least, having the TV off logos like this, since they are on an alternate world. Though, we need to break out the actual thing for Charlie Pepsi O'Connell.
Hey, look! Up there! Professor Arturo, my mom's one of your biggest fans.
She is?
She's got all your textbooks.
Yes.
What's all this excitement about?
You just saw Quinn on a billboard. Wade, come on! White people want autograph of famous guy. We don't do that on Primey Earth.
Well, we evidently have arrived on a world where they regard intellectual achievement with the same sort of adulation that we confer on movie stars or sports heroes.
Yeah, I'm just a taxi driver. Act like I don't exist. So, since their doubles are apparently sliders, Quinn figures if he pretends to be his double, he can get access to the sliding equipment.
We're going home!
Get your hopes way up, especially before I've even seen any of the sliding equipment. The group arrives at a house that looks nothing like Quinn's place from the outside. But I guess that kind of makes sense as Quinn's house was number 401 and he clearly gave the cabbie a different address.
Driver, 4159 Blue Jay Way.
Quinn's address is all over the place, as when we saw a copy of his license in Summer of Love, it was 3759 Lab something. Then, on Oil Boom World, Wing said he was on James Street.
Your house on James Street? They just found a gusher in your backyard.
This is the only one that really makes sense, as Quinn's double here might live somewhere else. The other three addresses are all supposedly for Prime Quinn's pad. But hey, maybe that goes along with the theory that we're not always following the same sliders.
That your mom? I hope not.
What? Why? The thankfully not Quinn's mother woman is a realtor, as Smartworld Quinn is selling the house. But everything is apparently still inside it because he's also having an estate sale.
Home sweet home.
You were just here a couple of episodes ago, Quinn.
You're on the Wheaties box.
Breakfast of geniuses. If you get all these endorsements, how come you're so broke?
How's he supposed to know he's not him?
Jeez, Wade's awfully snippy, isn't she? I think Rembrandt meant that as a question about what is going on in Quinn's double's life. Not, hey, give me an answer, cue ball, what do you know?
How come you're always asking stupid questions?
Goodbye forever, Wade. Maybe if Eggheads aired before Summer of Love, Rembrandt wanting to abandon Wade would have made sense, but it wasn't aired that way in the Fox order either. Though, maybe Remy let it slip that he was gonna ditch her on Hippie World, and that's why she's so pissed. Or maybe Wade's just upset about not being featured on Matriarch World.
What is all this stuff?
Well, at least it's not dinosaur stuff.
Dinosaur stuff?
Don't give up hope, Mr. Mallory. It's probably in a lab at the university.
Yeah, I mean, if the double's gonna sell everything in the house, you'd think the sliding equipment would be elsewhere.
Professor Arturo, you're back from your slide.
We get another reoccurring actor from X-Files showing up with William B. Davis, who of course was the smoking man, except when he ran out.
I don't smoke. That's it.
He's a professor at the university, and you're probably expecting him to, I don't know, actually do something, but he doesn't because he's scared of smart kids.
You're so afraid of me.
Not afraid of you? Oh, that's the chairman's office. You're still the chairman.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm leaving the episode because I'm very afraid. Apparently over at Quinn's house, they had a change of clothes for everybody. Chairman Arturo's office is also the location they filmed the interviews with the cast for the electronic press kit. In a rather odd set of events, Arturo tries calling his home number and gets shocked when a woman answers.
Why'd you hang up?
There's a woman in my house.
As they think his double is off sliding, I'm not really sure who the professor thought was gonna answer his home phone.
Hello?
So, you are back.
Let's get out of here!
Let's get out of here.
What a strange reaction. I don't know how Arturo thought pretending to be his double wouldn't lead to possibly having to interact with people in his double's life.
Mr. Mallory, they want you down at practice.
Being smart isn't enough. You have to be fast, focused.
I feel like this is a slight slip-up of this episode's premise. The game Quinn's double is famous for playing in this world, Mindgame, also involves a lot of regular athleticism and not just smarts, as they have to run around with a ball and capture squares while answering difficult questions. So it kind of muddles the whole point that they value brains more than regular athletics when the brainiacs are also regular physical athletes. I get that they want this to have some more action to it, and we all know that no one would ever watch shows about people just answering questions.
And the scoring is insane. It's like the board game Go or Othello, where if you capture the right square, you can take over several of them.
That said, the whole mind game thing is kind of interesting and stuff, though if this is such a big sport in this world, it is rather funny that they aren't playing in front of a crowd.
Mallory, you son of a bitch.
Hey, Wilson, looks like you're on the bench, pal.
So it turns out Mr. Wilson here is in league with the mob, who Smart World's Quinn owes $1 million in gambling debts to, which is likely why he has gone and disappeared. Whether he actually slid or not, we never definitively find out, we just know he's probably in hiding.
What we gonna see? We're going to the library with my homies in tow. We're grooving in the home of the librarian. Yo!
I love this library rap, but it's kind of funny that they've done them watching Another World rap more than once already.
She checks us out from behind thick glasses. We walk right past and we wiggle our asses.
I do like the detail that the Mind Game rulebook was written by Stephen Hawking, who we learn was also a top player of the game, so I guess he never had ALS in this world.
It's like everybody expects me to be Wayne Gretzky.
That's right, now get to the recording booth and record Smart World's version of Pro Stars.
Can't have a haunted castle without ghosts, and don't forget dragons. Gotta have dragons.
No sweat. Bo-nosed dragon. Nice day for hockey, eh?
Yeah.
Except they don't know how to skate.
Yeah.
Well, you better think of something.
Some girlfriend you are, Wade. No wonder this non-relationship doesn't last.
Yeah.
Where are my files on the, sliding machine?
You keep them on your home computer.
You've been a naughty boy, Arturo.
I have.
Yeah.
Speaking of relationships, turns out Arturo in this world is married, but his wife is filing for divorce.
The first game since the return of everybody's All-American, Quinn Mallory.
Yeah, but I don't think Mallory will have much of an impact.
Wait, Quinn is one of, if not the top player of this game, but they don't think he's gonna make that much of an impact?
Yeah.
The face-offs in this game are like a Family Feud question-off where whoever gets the top answer gains possession of the ball.
He never even got near the tag, Tom. On the replay, you can see Quinn is way outside his zone with tons of ground to make up.
It's like he's a fish out of his dimension or something.
What happened?
How do I know?
Brilliant. I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
The Arturo of this world is being sued for divorce by Christina Fox.
Were you in love with her?
She was my late wife. She died of a brain aneurysm at the age of 27.
Yeah.
Arturo's B-plot of having the wife he lost now alive is actually stronger than the A-plot and one of Arturo's best stories so far. It's a really interesting dilemma since emotionally he probably never really got over that, and of course he's now balancing that with the fact that this world's Christina is upset that Smart World's Arturo is a cheating ass.
Coach, I'm fresh. Let me get out there.
Come on, coach! Let me throw the game for the mob!
That's an interesting play, Wilson, but I'm just not ready for that.
Don't forget Quinn Mallory. This guy has really been a disappointment all game long.
Disappointed!
But it ain't over until the fat lady closes the book.
Haven't you heard that the pen is mightier than the sword?
Yeah.
So of course, Quinn has a hard time picking up the game until the very end when he pulls off the upset victory.
Makes a big difference, girl. I got Harvard plus the points.
You bet on a game that you don't understand? You're an idiot.
Goodbye forever, Wade. Jeez, Wade's so crabby here, you'd think that this was actually Maggie. It's kinda odd too, the whole reason Quinn is doing this is to find his double sliding machine, which we know isn't at the house, but we don't see him actually searching around the university at all. It gets mentioned in passing that Quinn has looked, but you'd think that since it's the reason that anything is happening, it'd be focused on a little. Turns out Remy blew all their money on his bad bet, so I suppose Wade wasn't completely unjustified in her anger. And then Quinn gets a rather unhappy visit from the mob, who kinda want their money back, or for Quinn to throw the big game. What will we do if Quinn throws the game in the world they aren't even staying in?
I'm an enlightened man.
He sure is. This is the smart mob after all, so they like to throw out Latin quotes.
Desperati, desperandum facion.
Yeah, I didn't know we could get away with saying that.
What is your problem? Cognitive dissonance? Be mors maxime. Mors maxime. Dead!
Well, you better think of something. What are you doing here?
I'm not sure. I just wanted to see you.
This little boy lost routine. It's old.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Rhys Davies does some really good acting in these scenes trying to work through a bunch of emotions dealing with Christina. And this time, him considering wanting to stay in this world if he could have another chance with the wife he lost makes way more sense than wanting to stay just because he won a term as mayor. I would assume, too, that Smart World's gotta be a world that Arturo would be a bit more partial to.
I don't mean to sound callous, but this woman is not your wife.
She is my Christina alive.
This is one of those arguments where you can kind of see both sides. It is rather funny, though, that Wade's trying to remind him that a double isn't really the same person when on Meteor World she wanted to go see her family. I'm glad, too, that deception is not part of Arturo's plan if he had tried to stay here and make things work with Christina.
How do I explain to her that I am not her Arturo, but I am Arturo nonetheless?
I had no idea that you were such a romantic.
I'm not waiting around for those leg breakers to come back.
Well, what about the sliding system?
Our doubles are such scoundrels, the whole thing could be a hoax. I think my double is in Europe with his mistress, having first cleaned out the joint bank account.
This really is such a better Arturo than the one we had last episode, and I like that he's not about to justify anything his double has done. But then again, maybe that just makes it easier for him to want to steal his own wife.
We're supposed to be in some elevated, super intellectual society. Everything's just as twisted as it is back home.
Intellectual refinement's one thing. Moral refinement's something different.
Very good quote, honestly.
Man, I knew getting involved on this world was a bad idea.
Oh, sure, Mr. 2020 hindsight.
Look, don't start on me now, girl.
Meanwhile, the Wade-Rembrandt rivalry continues for some reason. They just go with the theory now at this point that there really isn't a sliding device, which is kind of a large leap with what's at stake. You'd think they'd really want to be sure on this. I don't know why they didn't have Quinn's double call or something, confused about what's going on, to confirm that he never made a sliding device. Guess Jerry O'Connell was busy that day.
Coach is going nuclear. He sent me to bring you back.
Look, tell Coach I'm off the team.
You want to break his heart, you're going to have to do it yourself.
Oh man, anything but break Coach's heart! It's worth having the mob whack me so I can make a guy I don't know happy that he won a trophy!
We're FBI, Mallory. We're not in the favor-doing business.
What we are in is the eye-light business. Pretty cool, huh? The feds know about smartworld Quinn's illicit dealings, but Quinn says he'll help them get to Mr. Big Deal. And yeah, Mr. Big Deal is right. To this one, cause it sucks.
I'll make your careers.
Christina, I am not the man that you think I am. For that individual who's hurt you so much, I'm sorely embarrassed and deeply ashamed.
Enough of this silly emotional crap. Quinn is a stupid, pointless game to win, which of course after playing one game, he's now a pro at.
Is he trying to win?
I don't know. How come you're always asking stupid questions?
Unfortunately, it turns out Orson Welles Jr. and his gang are just allowed to stroll onto the court, despite this apparently being such a big game it's being broadcast to 123 countries.
By satellite to 123 countries around the globe.
No crowd, no security. Biggest game in the world, folks. Arturo decides to leave a passionate plea to his double to stop being an idiot and to treasure his wife.
You are a fool. There was a Christina in my world, too. And when she died, I discovered that I had lost everything that gave my life any meaning.
It's a tough call for Arturo to give up personally trying to be with Christina, but I guess he's hoping there's something to actually reawaken in his double. Of course, he might just be making things worse here, and they might both be better off separated. This really is the better plotline, though, and could have used some more time over Smartball.
Hey, you guys can't go on the court.
Seems like they can, because this biggest game in the world is a real rinky-dink shit show. And I guess Orson Welles doesn't care about keeping a low profile at all.
What is your problem? Cognitive dissonance?
I like backstage too, there's just a giant Einstein head being wheeled around. Is that the Mindgames championship? Yeah, we won! Yeah!
This is sweet.
I never dreamed I could just stroll in and chase the star player right out of the championship game. Smartworld my ass.
Drop the guns! What is this? You set me up?
I never thought I could get caught running onto the game being broadcast to 123 countries. How could anyone find out?
2, 1.
You know, Professor, you didn't have to aim the portal so you'd have to jump off the roof like that.
What's that mean?
So long, suckers.
I don't even care about trying to escape anymore. I'm just so burned right now. This was a much better, lighter episode, despite there being some things that could have been ironed out a little better, and this was a solid alternate world in this episode. Just wish the budget wasn't showing quite as much with the whole mind game presentation. Though the free passes for the mob to wander around on the court certainly didn't help with the mind game's apparent lack of money presentation. Arturo's plot could have been its own episode, really, and it's another shame that this is something never followed up on again and Christina Fox never reappears on Another World. The biggest slide hole of the episode was Wade, just for being a jerk for no apparent reason so often. Next time on Sliders, Rembrandt gets the fame he deserves as the crying man is still the big time on this world.
Are you guys anybody?
I don't know. Are we?
You're just dummies pretending to be smart.